one you've all been waiting for. The royal hostess with the mostest. The queen bee with the money, honey.
BeePlus.
That's right. And it's time you all bow to the real queen bee.
Here she comes, the most beautiful bee in the universe.
You're stealing all the bees just because you're jealous?
No, that's just a bonus. My actual plan is to capture all the queens. Their hives will then have no choice but to follow me.
Hello, everybody, and welcome. I'm actually on time, like to the dot today, and that never, ever happens. So welcome. Today is, I don't even know what day it is. I don't even know anymore. I think it's, Tuesday? Maybe. It's been a long couple days, so I am like all over the place. Am I right? Oh yeah, it's Tuesday. Okay. I knew I wasn't going crazy. So welcome, everybody. I'll give people a couple minutes to come in. Hi, Tam. And Rody Gal, of course. I did put it on subscribers only, so if you want to come in here and be rude, you're going to have to subscribe to me for 15 minutes. That's just the way it is. My Hive, my rules. Hey, Barb. Hi, Boots Mama. And, I haven't really felt like going live lately for a variety of reasons. And that kind of includes tonight, but I figured if I come on here and I have some fun with it, maybe I'd feel a little bit better, and we'll go into all of that as well at some point. But I did have some videos I wanted to watch today and go into because I've had several people talk to me and they're like, hey, I didn't know that you did videos. Like, I didn't know that and I've been putting out content since December. And I thought, maybe we could revisit some of my older stuff, which is not great. If I'm like perfectly honest with everybody, it's not really great. But of course, when you first start out making videos, it's not going to be the best thing in the world. And videos are a pain in the ass to make. Let me tell you, I will be the first one to tell you that. And anybody else who makes videos can attest to that as well. It looks easy, but it is not. It is a pain. So yeah, we're going to do a little bit of that. I also put together from my like archives of clips, I put together another group of them to kind of go into, and we can analyze and watch together. Because I'm trying to make some room on my phone. Because I have quite a bit of, I just got a notification for myself. Look at that. That never happens. Yeah, it is, Barb. It is a pain in the butt to make these videos. And even like the simplest ones take a great deal of time. If anything, it's time consuming, which is the most frustrating part. Sometimes I just like throw it all there because I'm like, you know what? It is what it is, and this is what we're doing. Hey, Michelle. Hi, Shalima. Hi, Mental Fruitcake. Hello. Everybody coming in. I have not read my emails yet. I should read my emails. Hey, Reality Bites. I have not checked my emails in like a day or so. So I will check those when I get off of here. And hopefully I like to be helpful. I'm a very helpful person. I think people will find. Hey, Voices. I am a very, very nice person, very helpful person. So I like to help. So if I can help, I absolutely will. So, of course, as usual, everybody, be respectful in the chat. I don't think we'll have, because you have to subscribe to me for 15 minutes to come in and bother me. So that's cool. It's more because I don't like it when it derails the chat, just because I like, people in here not to have to deal with that crap. And, as always, if you have an issue with somebody else, please take that elsewhere. If you have a problem with me, that's fine. That's fine. I know that I haven't made myself the most popular person in the world lately, but that's cool. That's cool. So I was going to talk about a couple things after we do the videos, because I wanted to give people some time to come in before I address those things, and kind of show you guys some stuff which further validates my fears about something that went on. And I just want to show people what's going on because I can. And not because it bothers me in particular, but I mean, it does bother me. It does. And I know my saying that is just going to have them, do it more. But, yeah, I got a comment today that I wanted to share with people. And I had no idea about like this. I've seen this name before. I've seen it, but I didn't really think much of it. I know they don't like me. I've seen some comments here and there, but I clicked on it because this comment was just so hateful that I clicked on the name, and lo and behold, they have one video up, and it's from 3 months ago, and it's about me, which is, it's pretty terrible. It's not great. I mean, I don't know who did it. They need a spelling lesson, and They don't make very good videos, if I do say so myself. But I hadn't seen this, so whatever it is, it didn't have a whole lot of views. So nobody told me about it either. So I mean, I'm guessing people just didn't see it, which is fine with me. They have a grand total of 1 subscriber. So I mean, if they want to call me a loser, then I mean, maybe they should take a look at themselves. But here we are. Oh, the murder hornet. Let's I've seen the video of the beehive. I have seen it. Yes. I have seen that. That makes sense. Hi, Audrey, Amber. If I missed anybody, I'm so sorry. Oh, Sizzles there. I know I missed somebody else. Who is it? Sugar Bee, Yvette, and I don't think I missed it, but we're gonna read those. I've gotten a couple really rude comments lately, but that's okay. This one took the cake. This one is probably the worst that I've seen. And like I said, I'd be lying if I said it didn't bother me. I'd be lying if I said it didn't hurt my feelings. I'd be lying if I said that. And I know that my saying that'll make them do it more, and that's fine. I already know that people don't like me. But this one, if they wanted to hurt me, then they succeeded. So we'll talk about that in a little bit. Hi, Kelly. Good to see you. Or maybe we'll start off with it. I'm not sure. You know what? Let's do that. We can start off with it. I uploaded that comment on here, and we can read it together. And I've been hesitant to do that because, like I said, I know it's just going to open me up to more. I know, but this is how I feel about it. I saw this and I was like, this is perfect. Counting all the fucks I give, featuring not a single one, starring the number 0 and the letters FUCKS. There's nothing to count. But like I said, I mean, I'd be lying if I said this didn't bother me. I don't know if anybody else has seen this name around. I know I have. So let's read it together. Well, actually, let's first address this thing. So I found this. I know that my phone is listening. And the reason I know my phone is listening to me is because this came up in my targeted ads today on Facebook. And I was like, oh my God, like, it's like they know that this is something I talk about. And this is seriously a shirt that you can go buy from this company, which I have no idea what it is. But it says, nobody likes a douche canoe. And I was like, that is so uncanny. So clearly my phone is listening if this is a targeted ad. But let's get to there's actually 2 comments that I did. I don't know if I'm going to show one of them, but this is the really hateful one. And we can read it together. And I'm glad that there's some people here because so this was left on my page today under one of my community posts. So it wasn't a video, but we can read it together. So this is from a user called Losers of Loserville, which is fitting for them because they're clearly a loser. So this is what they have to say. They said, because you're a loser who Granny only keeps around because you defend her like the desperate wannabes you are. Her subs don't really like you, as I bet you saw for the award ceremony CJ did it showed the whole world how people really think of you. How'd it feel to see that no one cares about your content or likes it? I'll admit, I think your videos is better than a lot of clip channels, but people hate you so much that you still came on last. Maybe now you see what a loser you are and just go away. Granny will never like you, never defend you, and probably talks mad shit about you to everyone else. You are nothing, nobody, just here to give you a healthy dose of reality. So that is what I got today. And I would be lying if I said that this didn't bother me. And like I said, they did do a video on me, so I will play that in a little bit. But I was like, this is ridiculous. So, and here's the thing, is that, would I be lying if I said it didn't hurt my feelings? And it's one thing, like, obviously I didn't expect to win that. Of course I didn't. I'm not a clip channel. There are some great clip channels in this community. I don't deserve that place. That wasn't the issue for me. And I know it's all in good fun, but there's something about, watching yourself come in last place that really is, it's hurtful. And I'd be lying if I said that it didn't bother me. And it did. And I it makes you feel bad. It makes you feel like people don't appreciate you and don't like you and, don't think that you're any good at anything. And then to get messages like that, and that's not the only one. I got another one, which, you know what, we can read that one together too. Because I think I put it up here, which is basically very similar to that, except it's much shorter, from somebody who, I'm sure this is some sort of troll account, but they said, from something called Hey. They said, Granny Panties don't like you. The subs don't like you. The only reason some watch is because you talk about STS and Natasha. I dare you to talk about anything else. And I've talked about other things, but I don't need to give a reason as to why I want to talk about them. I don't really, I don't think there's any shame in talking about what the fuck you want to talk about. They just happen to be the ones that pique my interest at the moment. And, I have a bunch of clips and we're going to talk about it. I really, a lot of people use that as like an insult, and I don't take that as an insult that I talk about what I talk about. Plenty of channels focus on one creator or two creators at a time. I don't need to say anything about that. So I know that some people saw that comment because a couple of you guys responded to that. So yeah. And like I said, it shouldn't bother me. It shouldn't. But that's my one thing that kind of it comes from, I was adopted. So, I've never felt like I belonged and all that crap, but we don't need to go into that. And I know they're just going to do it more because I said that, and that's fine. At this point it's just hateful and those people don't matter. But I just wanted to share that just so people can see that this is what happens. These people, and they want to say that our community is toxic and that our community is, cruel and mean and we're the bullies when they do shit like that. I don't know what to say. I find that to be a very hypocritical statement. I don't think anybody's perfect. I don't think anyone's community is perfect. You're going to have a mix, but there's some really good people here. And I'm sure there are really some people there, but I just haven't seen them because they're not very vocal. So yeah, it does strike a nerve with me. Unfortunately, you should have gone the game, Chris. And that's not on anybody here. Like, if you looked at with the awards thing, if you saw the names I was up against, I'm very aware of why I didn't win. I get that. I was next to some people who make only clip videos and make really good ones. So that's, and it's something that hits home with me, and that's a me problem. That's not on the creators that did that. That's on the award. That has nothing to do with them. They didn't, decide who won. But it's something that hits home with me. Yeah. A lot of people are adopted here. A lot of people. Yeah, I was adopted, at birth, but I was in the hospital for several weeks because I was very, very sickly. I was born like almost 2 months early, and yeah, so I had a lot of issues. But that's always been like a thing that hits home with me, but that's besides the point. So we're going to go into some other things like that. And I know like a lot of people come on here and I'll speak for myself anyway. They try and put on like a brave face and pretend that nothing bothers them. But I mean, I'll just come on here and be honest about what bothers me. Anything else, I don't care. It's just like those little things of like, it gets in my head. That's why I'm addressing it with you all, because I like to see the supportive comments too, because that reassures me that stuff isn't real. And I know that there are people that like me here. Thank you, new account. I appreciate all of you. Honestly, I do. Yeah, right. And it doesn't, right, like you said, you should have gone to the game. It has nothing to do with like the I want to make that very clear. I'm not on here to cause drama with people about that. That is not anybody's fault. Not if that's a me thing. That's not a them thing. But yeah, so I mean, like, they're throwing me in a category with some really good creators. I didn't expect to win. That's fine. I know that I put out good videos, but I do a good mix of stuff. So, my clip videos haven't always been the best, but I think I've gotten much better at it. So yeah. And if I missed you coming in, I'm so sorry if I didn't say hello. I'm kind of looking at the chat. Oh, who did I miss here? Nightmare, hello. And if I missed you, oh, Coco, of course. A lot of you guys I've seen since day one, which means a lot. Yep, some people are very mean, and they like to say that we're the mean ones. They like to say that all the time, and it's such bullshit because there's some good people here. Are there some people that can be mean? Of course there are. But that's life. So, but I wanted to show people that because, yeah, it just, I wanted people to know why I was upset, and I wanted to address it because I know some people were disappointed in me, I guess, that I, was upset, and I understand why. Because like on the surface, it sounds petty. It sounds all, I just wanted to let people know like why that's, yeah, Earthbound Spirit, you had, and I remember you specifically, I remember like the first time in chat, you were talking about how like your heat had gone out and it was super cold, and that sucks, but I remember these things. But I just wanted people to know why I was upset. And it's more than just that. There's some other things too. There's some other things that have gone on that I'm going to address at some point. probably later on in the live because I want to have some fun too today. But yes, there's all of that as well. But it's whatever. It's whatever. I expected like mean comments. I expected people trolling. But it's when people take the time to really write out something that fucking hateful that it's concerning. But that's fine. So what are we doing today? We are gonna watch some videos, and I am gonna try my best to not like have the worst dry mouth in the entire world because it is so hot. I'm in an air conditioned room today though, so yay, that's really good. So if you can't hear me, I apologize. I'll move to the living room if I have to. But this is like one of the air conditioned rooms, so I was like, I'm gonna try to do this. So let's see. I've gotten much better at this whole sharing screen thing. So let's do this. I don't know what I want to start with. I wanted to play some of the videos that I thought were pretty good that I did. Because I know a lot of people haven't seen it. Because as my channel's grown, my stuff has been put into the algorithm. But a lot of people didn't see it before. Because, everything's like the YouTube algorithm is weird. Hey, Milan, good to see you. And let me do that. Okay. I've gotten so much better at this. I'm so proud of it. Let's see. Wait, what? Okay. Actually, I guess I have it on this. So we can go through my new clips then. And I will be pausing pretty frequently with this. Hi, Country Joe. I'm glad to see you. I'm glad to see you. No, Country Joe, it wasn't you guys. Like that had nothing to do with you guys. Like you guys weren't the judges. That had nothing. That's a me thing. That's a me with my personal issues thing. I wanted you to know that had nothing to do with you. Like that was a lot of fun. That was really creative. You guys came up with some really good categories, and the clips that you made were pretty. I was proud of you guys. I know Jur does clip videos, but I know that was like something new for you, and you did a great job. Oh, Country Joe, I'm glad that you stopped by though. I wanted to clear that up with you. Like that was really important to me. I wanted you to know that it's not. It is 100% a me thing. Because I have my brain doesn't work all the time. So yeah, we're gonna go through these new clips first, I guess. So I'm gonna go onto that, and we can go through it. So this is, yeah, CJ, you should get some sleep. Get some sleep. If it was 3 a.m., I feel like I'm the only person that sleeps here. But a lot of people are up like at all hours. I used to be. But yeah, hold on. Okay, so we'll go through this. This is a new clip thing. So. All right, so this is just some stuff that I put together. Some of these clips. I hope I edited this okay. I kind of threw it together today. So let's get started, shall we?
Nothing's happened to them, so it's giving them this false sense of, invincibility that it's astonishing. But it's just like with criminals, the more they get away with things, the sloppier they get, and eventually they get caught. This is going to be the same way.
I found that to be like a moment of self-awareness, and I didn't doctor these things. So if anybody wanted to grab them for themselves to make videos, I left it as is. Cause I know some people were like, I really want that clip. But you make it difficult because your clips are all like, have like stickers on it and stuff. So I didn't do that with this in case because I feel like a lot of people, the more people that talk about it, the better. But I think that this was, a thing of self-awareness, and it's true. It is just like, with criminals, like, the more and bigger the lie gets and the grift gets, the more chances you have of it falling apart. And why is my phone blowing up? I don't know. But I thought that was really interesting because that's how it's gotten. It's like, and I don't even feel like she's the same person that she was a year ago. And you can even hear it in her voice because I have a clip from back then in here, and her voice, it doesn't even sound like the same person. So it's weird. I know she's always been problematic, but I feel like, once she got that 20K and that whole thing started, it's gone downhill from that, and she can't stop. She can't stop. Like it's never enough, and she's still going with it wherever she goes. So let's continue.
They're all going to Walmart. So I came and I got out of the tub and put this on, and y'all should have seen me. I looked like I was freaking in there wrestling with a hog.
I thought this was funny. Of course, your silence. Well, come on. Come on.
Well, y'all know I'm normally wearing my moo-moos, but I ordered 3 pair of these capri leggings from the Avenue, and Lord.
I needed to laugh. Her moo-moos. Still don't know what
Now, as far as commando goes, I ain't going without no drawers. Lady, there's been a lot of people that I would like to send a glitter dick to, or a box of dicks, or a box of glitter, or something, but you're not one of them. You're not one of them. I wouldn't waste any money on you. But that's not what ticked my turtle.
So I believe that, but here's the thing. So this was in reference to when Carolyn, Mommy Ramblings, received a package that had a dick with like glitter in it that, you know, arrived at her P.O. box or something. And let's be honest, Natasha, I agree with her here. So I don't think she wasted a penny on that. I don't think that was Natasha. Now, I think it was somebody in her community, because who else would send her a glitter dick? Let's be honest. I mean, well, I don't know. I can't think of anybody offhand besides, like, you know, any creators for that matter. But, you know, let's be honest. And yeah, Natasha's right. I mean, she wouldn't waste her money on that, but she would certainly waste somebody else's money on that.
What ticked my turtle was that you're all the time crying, or pretending to cry, and saying that people talk about your children, and people do this, and people do that, and they don't. Last night, because y'all know how I feel about sending them.
So here's the thing about that, and I want to make this clear. So I never saw her, like, you know, explicitly discussing her children, but here's what she did do. She played a video where, you know, Mommy Ramblings was distraught and holding her son's picture, and basically had people up on panel and letting her chat mock it. So I don't think that's really something that's kind to do either. And I've apologized because I was in that chat and I made some comments that I shouldn't have made. Nothing that was like anything compared to some of the other things that I saw, but I certainly made some comments that I shouldn't have that were in bad taste. And so I apologize for that. So I know for a fact that happened. So she can deny that all she wants, because she likes to do these things, like these half-truths, where she'll say that she never did something, and it's like based on a technicality. When, like, if you really looked at it, like, yes, you didn't technically do that, but what you did was just as bad. But we can move on. I mixed like some funny stuff in here too. I just threw a bunch of stuff together.
I'm just not a fan of it. Because if you send them, you don't ever know. I mean, why the hell would you send a nude picture to somebody? I'm not even going to send a text to somebody that has anything in it that I don't want somebody to see publicly. I sure as shit ain't sending somebody a picture of my naked ass that might get spread literally all over the internet somewhere. So, you know, why?
Natasha, I sent your text.
Okay.
So I included this because, you know, our good friend Ariana thinks that she coined the term sneaky snake. So are you going to tell Natasha that too? Are you going to tell Natasha that she's not original and is stealing intellectual property? That's my word, because you're not, like, you know, oh God, be nice, Emma. Be nice. I don't think Ariana knows what intellectual property. So your ideas, let's use that. So are you going to tell her that too? Because clearly we've used sneaky snake before. But here she's talking about how she feels about sending nudes and, you know, basically talking. I mean, I don't recall somebody, like, I know that a lot of people get peen bombed. I'm not sure what we would call if a woman does it, but apparently that happened to her. But I mean, I don't know what went on with that. I wasn't a part of that, but she's just talking. I thought it was funny, and I mostly did it because of the sneaky snake thing. You know what I love? The fact that I think every single person on this panel with her has now, like, seen the light and has, like, left her. I think that's really interesting that it's such a revolving. I believe every single person on here. I know for a fact that Sally, Christiane, and Case have. I'm not sure about Robin. Please correct me if I'm wrong. I'm not really looking at the chat, but I think she has. I'm not sure. But I think that's very, very interesting. And it's everybody. So, I mean, it's, yeah. And she's, I have words for that, but hold on.
I've never been a fan of that whole sex thing, you know, pictures.
Well,
people that do to each their own, you know, whatever. But I remember them saying, when all that stuff was happening with Melissa Jade, that, well, we can't say much about that because we had to do that because, you know, we met on the internet. And I was thinking, I don't know what brought that to my mind last night, but I literally almost puked in my bed. Because I'm thinking, all I can picture, and y'all will forgive me, is the picture of whoever sent me that mangy vagina. And I'm just
I mean, we're all grateful that you don't take pictures of that, Coops. Like, we're all grateful. None of us want to see that. I mean, I guess there's a person and a community out there for everybody. But, you know, I think that she's so against it because, she can't. You know, those who can't, or those who, I don't know, there's a phrase for it. My brain's not working today. But yeah, we're all grateful that she doesn't do that because I don't want to see that. I'm sure all of you don't want to see that. I have a feeling that, Dalton doesn't want to see that. And maybe that's part of the problem, but we can continue.
thinking, why would you, Could you imagine what those pictures were like? Who look like a man. And your wig's is ugly and so are you. And bitch, please, you look better than me? Oh, where? In your wig hair? Bitch, please. Oh, I know I had all those fun.
Oh, okay. She's going into the funds. I find this interesting. Actually, I had some good points about this. But yeah, she wants to say that she's so outraged about anybody, look shaming her, and she wants to cry or pretend to cry and say, and everybody's like, oh, poor Natasha, and she said, I've never done that. Well, you've been criticizing people's looks forever. Let's not forget about the good, at least 2 hours Natasha spent literally going frame by frame on that recording that when Granny first came on camera, going frame by frame, criticizing every single thing about her and her body, including I remember that, they were even discussing something about, her breasts going one way and another, which isn't even a thing. But this woman sat on panel for over 2 hours criticizing every single thing about Jess and then wants to cry victim when somebody does it to her or makes a meme about her. Shut the fuck up. Like, you have no grounds to do that. That one was probably the worst that I saw, was that entire live about it. But she does it to a lot of people. She's criticized so many people's looks that I've lost track. But I haven't, I think Jess was the only one that I've seen thus far that's had an entire live about her looks that I've seen. But I haven't been here forever, so I'm sure I've missed them. But yeah, that was disgusting. So she has no grounds. I'll say whatever I want. Thanks.
Sure did. I had a second fun. Yeah. It was the same Christmas fun, but yeah. And then I had 2 B-Day funs. I've actually had 3. I've had 3 birthday funs. The casino was one birthday fun. And I had a Dalton fun. I don't lie.
Okay. Her whole month was a fund. Like, her whole birthday month. Then she had the nerve to cry when, her channel went down.
Of the attorney.
This is interesting.
Where they're located, or anything of that nature, please email me at harassmentdefensefund@yahoo.com.
So here she is saying that, if you want this information about things, then you need to, first of all, who uses Yahoo anymore? Who the fuck uses Yahoo? I know she does. Everyone uses Gmail. I mean, get with the times. I didn't even know Yahoo still did emails. But she made an email just for that. I don't know if she's being sarcastic here, and, if you emailed her to ask, she would send something rude back. Or, I'm sorry, Natasha's not the one who responds to your emails. I'm pretty sure it's her mods a lot of the time. It's like when those companies send you, or when the White House sends you a letter and it looks like they signed it at the bottom, but they didn't. A lot of it's like that because she can't be bothered. Everyone thinks that she cares about her subs and stuff. You're all disposable to her. As long, if your wallet's open or you serve some benefit to her, that's fine. But until, when she finds no use for you, and actually in this clip, I found it very, very interesting because in one of these clips on here, she said something about Scarlett, and it was long time before, Scarlett kind of, saw the light and was like, oh my God, this is not okay. And it was in a joking manner. And this was a long time ago. This was probably in September. And I had just caught that. I'm like, she's been saying this shit for months before. And, Scarlett, I'm really sorry that happened because you didn't deserve that. But let's continue. I just wanted to warn people because I actually hadn't listened to the full clip of this. And when I did, I was like, oh, my God.
So I want to show you a few things that people have left on the channel today. Comments that have been left. And every day it has been more and more.
I wonder why.
Back to your hater encampment. And guess what? Look at ding dong.
So here's this woman, Nancy, who's really making a good point. So Nancy says, but didn't you say yesterday that you aren't bothered by what's online, but you created a fundraiser to stop what's not bothering you? Huh. So are you bothered or not? Which is it? That's a great point, Nancy. And and here's how she deals with that. If you even try to ask about anything or question anything, she'll give you an attitude back and, tell you to fuck off. I saw in real time, there was a girl, and I think I put it in one of my videos, which I'll try to find it, because I was watching the chat, and in real time, this girl or woman, was asking, and she was being polite. She had donated to this legal fund, and all she was asking, she said, Natasha, I'm just curious, no disrespect meant, but have you made any progress with your attorneys? Her comment got deleted almost immediately in real time. And, it wasn't retracted, it was deleted. And I thought that was very, very telling, because this isn't a woman coming in to harass her. This is one that was just asking. And then, of course, she got mad because, she donated to this, and, her comments is getting deleted. That makes no sense. Or else you're scamming. I hate that.
Blocked bitch.
Right, you can't question her, you get blocked, just like you get muted. Her wearing her
bitch.
bandana moo.
Any other blocked bitches? Any other unblocked bitches that would like to be blocked?
So don't question her. Don't ask any questions. Just give me your money.
Missing in life, me too. Me.
I really did a bad job editing these, so some of this might be filler. I don't know. Or her making ridiculous faces.
Let me show you what I was going to show you.
She has no neck.
So this is one that was done today.
I had not noticed that.
This was sent today.
Oh, this is somebody sent her.
Somebody's big father.
Well, you should be grateful that anybody sent you something at all. 50 cents or not. I mean, 48 cents is 48 cents. I mean, you'd be grateful that somebody sent it to you. But it's never enough. It's never enough. Joke or not, I mean, you're still getting money. Hold on. I didn't mean to keep that in here. Okay.
I don't have to.
I was really bad at screen recording back then. So bear with me. Hold on. What is this one? Oh, this one I found interesting, and I wasn't sure if this next one was being sarcastic or serious or what it was, but it has to do with somebody in our community that I know has been struggling with like their health, and I don't know if this is mocking her or if this is legit or what, but either way, it's weird.
Next on the dollar train. This is for you, baby. If somebody donated $20 in your honor and says paying it forward, everyone deserves a safe space in honor of small town Jewel.
So
that's awesome.
So you're saying that everybody deserves a safe space on the internet, and that was her original thing. So this is when she first put out that legal fund, and that was her first thing. People seem to forget that because like she cycles through people. Her first thing was that she wanted to make a difference and make YouTube safe for her subs because they were getting attacked going elsewhere or some shit like that. And she wanted to make it so they have a better experience on YouTube, which quickly turned into getting her channels back or making an example of somebody. I mean, I can't keep up with what it is, but either way with that, I found that comment interesting. And if she's mocking that woman, that's not okay either, but I'm not sure which way that went. And I did mean to kind of make the focus be on her and keep everybody on the panels out of it, but I didn't. I think I uploaded the wrong video, actually. This is like even worse edited than I thought, but that's okay. We can go through it because there's some good clips on here.
Today, while I was on
Like, what the fuck is that?
a call with my mods, I made a new fund
Bet you did.
just for y'all. Just for y'all. Because it's my birthday month. And I'm the queen. So I should get presents every day, right?
And, you know, she makes it sound like she's joking about it. And you'll see a good example of this later. And I actually I have to make a video about it, but some points that she made on Twitch. And she's found a formula that works for her. She absolutely has. And basically her entire content, she wants to talk about other people's content. She wants to talk about how other people, like, you know, don't talk about anything else. Your content at this point, Natasha, is literally you starting off complaining or crying about something that, you know, somebody did, who I don't think any of that shit actually bothers her either. I don't think it even bothers her, but she loves it when people do that, which, you know, I guess I'm contributing to the problem, but that's okay. I have no issue doing that because I have a lot to say and I'm going to say it anyways. But, you know, if something happens, she's going to run with it, of course, and she's going to complain about it and get people to feel sorry for her. And then it's just basically dead silence, like long periods of dead silence with either her humming or singing and then, you know, interjecting once in a while with saying where the fund is at. And let's make the haters mad. Donate to me. You know, they're saying there, and she lies too. And she'll be like, well, they're talking about how nobody is donating when nobody was talking about that. I've literally seen that happen in real time. You know, they're saying that, you know, nobody super chats to me anymore. Nobody's sending me money anymore. And the fund is still, you know, her whole douche canoe song and dance. And literally nobody's saying that, but she'll use that as a way to motivate her subscribers to say, you know, say, fuck the haters. And they think they're saying, you know, they think they're bothering us and they're not, but she knows that it works. And that's all her content is. Every single live she does is the same. Natasha, I used to listen to you because, you know, I didn't like what you were doing, but at least you were interesting and funny sometimes. You're boring as fuck. I can't stand your content anymore. Like, it's horrible. It's so boring. It's the same thing every single day. And yeah, that's what I have to say about that. And you didn't blend your highlighter very well today either, and there's definitely a filter on that. Look at it, look at all that blur over that. But yeah, she didn't blend that highlighter very well. Actually, her makeup looks a different color than she does, but all right.
That's all that your channel is about me.
I'm okay with that. No shame.
And I know that you're white trash. I know, because only trash talks about taking somebody else's man.
It's called a sense of humor. It's called a sense of humor. Do you think anybody actually wants Dalton? No. I mean, I don't think anybody was serious about that. And, you know, who are you calling white trash? Who are you know what? Actually, that brings me to something. And don't judge me too harshly, the fact that this jogged my memory for this, but it's something that I wanted to discuss. The other thing that she uses constantly as a tool to motivate her audience to give money is she'll say that we say that her audience is all on disability and government assistance. Like, that's supposed to be some insult. And her people get very riled up about that. I can't tell you, when she says that, everyone's like, I work for my money. I'm not lazy. I don't take handouts. Which, you know, people need to understand that, you know, that's not, you know, there are people that are on disability and government assistance that need to be. Like, it is not all people that abuse the system. Are there people that abuse the system? Of course there are. But it's not everybody. And her people get so offended by that. They are like, oh my God, I work for my money. These people are lazy. Get a job. You know, my husband worked for all this time so I can spend his money. And, you know, so on and so forth. But, you know, she likes to use that a lot. And literally nobody said that. Nobody said that. Like, that's like a half truth. Have we made comments about, you know, maybe a specific person? Sure. I'm sure I've heard that. But nobody over here is saying that her entire audience is on government assistance, but it makes them open their wallet just to prove how, you know, that they're not. Here's my money because I'm not on government assistance. I work for my money and I choose to give it to Natasha. It works. It's a song and dance. She knows what she's doing.
Only trash says that somebody else is obsessed with them when their entire channel is about.
And what is your channel about, Natasha?
See y'all later.
What is your channel about? Because like I said before, I am I don't have any problem with the fact that I talk about certain topics. I throw in other content here and there, but I don't need to justify it. I'm not really ashamed. That doesn't bother me. That insult doesn't bother me. That is how YouTube works. A lot of people talk about specific topics or people or whatever. I don't care about that. I make stuff my own. I put a lot of creativity into my stuff. None of my stuff is just, just talking. It's not the same thing. But even if it was, I don't care. But your content is boring. All you do is sit there and cry about things that don't bother you and ask for money. Rinse and repeat. That's it. And it's the same line. Like, honestly, I don't even know what live I'm listening to at this point because it is the same thing. It's repetitive as fuck. And, I think eventually people will get tired of it, but I'm sure she'll use that. They're saying that y'all get tired of my content. So, give me your money. It's so ridiculous. Like, you don't have any creativity. What do you do? What do you work hard for? Sitting on your ass eating and being rude on like alive and humming and shit? That's not creative. What are you working hard for? I could do that too.
Losers.
I just thought this was funny.
See, because only people who don't have things worry about something that somebody else has.
Okay. I disagree.
Every time y'all talk about how much money I've made, it goes up again. I heard today that Merv, the
This is interesting.
said that I made $60,000 in the last 2 months. Wow. No wonder your ass is chapped. No wonder. Are there blisters? I bet there are. I bet you have boils on your butt. I bet that the boils on your ass are unbearable, Merv. I know it chaps your ass.
This is very interesting. So listen, like this is like like when on Christmas where she got that money machine, and instead of using the first time she used the money that the machine came with, it's fake money, and you can tell it's fake. But of course, she had to give the middle finger to not just the haters, Natasha, but to your community, which many of them, you were supposedly helping, but you put a price limit on it. Well, you're literally shoving $100 bills into this to the point where you broke it because you were just shoving so much money, the real money, into it. And I don't know what she's about to say is just, I don't know. It feels gross. I don't know. I would never say something like this to my audience, gloating like this. I don't understand why people put up with it, but they do. So
I know it does. I bet you've never made that much, huh? All those sponsors and the mile-long list of bullshit that's in every one of your video descriptions. Yeah, all those links for people to join.
Like your links?
Have you ever made that much? Yeah.
I'm sorry.
What's interesting?
Her codes.
That you don't have a fucking clue. You don't have a fucking clue how much I made. And you're not gonna. And it eats your ass up.
She's loving this. Like, look at that face. Oh my god, look at that face, guys. Screenshot that. That's like thumbnail worthy right there. Like, but that's the thing. She's like mocking everybody, and for some reason, like you think that she's loving this. This is a game to her. She is like the more she does this though, and it's gonna get worse. It's gonna get worse, and eventually, she's gonna have to find something new because people are leaving. People are still leaving. Because people are finally seeing that what this woman does, first of all, it's boring. Second of all, it's not right. And it's scamming. This is like scamming. And it's gotten so bad. At least before, she had some stuff that was funny and, was tolerable. And some of it I enjoyed watching. Now, not so much. And this is gross. This is just, I was raised not to gloat and brag in people's faces. Like, and you want to say, oh, we're trash. This is trashy behavior to me, but it gets worse.
Maybe I'll just lay around in my money. Maybe I'll just, cover myself in money one night as content. Think that would be good?
Y'all want to say our content sucks?
Maybe I should. I have to think about that one.
And she did.
But until then.
What are these facial tics that she has?
Kim and Crafting. That one's for you.
Oh, this is interesting.
I know y'all got bowls on your ass because we all know that y'all's channel has never made that much. I don't think your channel's made $6.
Look at her hands. Ugh.
Oh yeah, it was funny. Mm-hmm. It was funny.
But she does make an interesting point.
$60 maybe. Maybe. Yeah, I'd be angry too. I'd be restreaming me too, because the only content that you have that makes you any kind of, impact or brings you any kind of views.
Okay, I have a lot to say about
Yeah, see,
this.
before I came up-
A lot to say about this. So Natasha is saying that Kim and Crafton, were, not important and not, anything without her. Natasha, here's where I'm going to correct you on that. Kim and Crafton have been around a very long time. I first found Kim and Crafton when they were on Critical K's panel, and I went to their channel, and Crafton had some really creative, unique content about the Chris Watts case that, he put time. It was funny. I mean, not, actually, no, it was funny, but it was good content. They don't need you. They didn't need you for that. They went on your panel and stuff, but like, what their channel was like grown on wasn't you. It was this stuff from Watts Island. It had nothing to do with you. But of course she has to make herself feel like it is, because that's how she is. Everybody would be nobody without her. But they've been around just as long, if not longer, than you, Natasha. In fact, I found their channel first. When I first found your channel, you were in portrait mode, and I was like, who the fuck is this woman? I was like, I was looking for coverage of the Watts case, and I'm like, this woman is a joke. And I found Kim McCrafton's channel, and I liked that one. That was one of the first channels I ever subscribed to. Actually, it was probably the third channel I had ever subscribed to. If not one of the, I don't know the exact progression, but I really liked them. And that was long before they had anything to do with you. So, strongly disagree with this here. But of course she's going to say that because she thinks it bothers people, and she has to, stroke her own ego.
Alone, your channel sucked. If you're not talking about me, your channel still sucks.
They used to do a lot of true crime, too.
Thank you, Jilly, for your kidney fund money.
So see how comfortably she does this, guys. This was always an interesting clip to me. So, and this worked, too. So everybody was sending in money. In fact, I think, actually, I'm not sure. She's done this a few times. So I think this one was later on, but there was one time that I did super chat her during one of these rants. Because, she was saying that, fuck the haters. Let's make all the haters mad. So everybody send me their money. They're saying you're all on disability, so send me your money. Let's, so everybody's sending her like these sarcastic things. But look at how like comfortably, like this whole thing, and she's loving this. Like, it's weird. It's got some like major trash vibes. But listen to this.
Thank you. You don't need a kidney. I need your money. I need your money. You don't need a kidney.
What is faces? I can't. It's weird.
Thank you, Brennan. Hello, Mr. Mark.
Like, there's some
Tracy, absolutely. You can send me your kids' college funds. They don't need to go to college. Send them to a trade school. It's much cheaper. And I need all that money.
So she's got this formula and it works for her. But like, it always weirded me out how comfortably she does this. And, people are sending her and they think it's like, funny and a joke or whatever, but she would absolutely take somebody's money that was for something like that. No doubt in my mind. She probably has taken people's college funds.
I need every one of your money. Send it all. Send me all of it. You don't need it. What do you need your money for? I need to eat, Shug. I have to keep up this 800-pound frame.
Sure do. Sure do. The other one she likes to use, guys, is she'll say that the haters are saying that her Michelob Ultra isn't working as well as it used to. That's what the haters are saying. When she said that, when literally nobody is live, nobody, and I have not heard anybody say that at all. But she's going to use that, and she's, because she has such control over people that they're, some of them hate watch, I'm sure, but, she doesn't want people on other people's channels. She doesn't want them to watch that. She said that 1,000 times. I mean, she's basically has like the tick tattle turtle program going. So if you see somebody in another chat or whatever, you're supposed to take a screenshot and send it to her so she can block them. So it's like fear tactics with that. But yeah, I mean, she'll also say that. So that's also part of her content, is her doing weird chants and stuff while people send her money. I mean, Guys, don't you get bored of this? Like this, it's the same content every single day. I always mean to crop out her payment information because nobody needs to see that shit.
Scarlett!
This is what I was telling you.
Anne Marie, I can't stand up. I don't have legs. Yeah, they said one of my trolls ate my leg.
That's what I'm saying. You ain't no last girl, Natasha. I mean, if you were in a horror movie, I mean, if I had to, you know, like what was it, Donner Pass or whatever, where like, you know, people started to eat each other. I mean, I'm not gonna say it, but people know what I'm thinking here. I'm not gonna say it, but you know, I think people know what I'm saying. But this is the thing about Scarlett that she said, and she's always made like these comments that about Scarlett that I you know never sat well with me, because Scarlett was always a good friend to her, and you know she put up with a lot from Natasha, and these jabs at her, like. She doesn't like anybody. You think she likes you? If you think she likes you, you're out of your mind. Like, she's only friends with people if it benefits her. And once you're gone, she'll say that she either never liked you or you were crazy or, you know, it's the same stuff. She'll immediately say that, you know, these people were never her friends at all, ever. And it's only until, like, she's used you for everything that you know you have to offer, and then people end up feeling. I can imagine that feels very, very hurtful to people. I mean, I have that a lot in my own relationships. I'm usually the person who bends over backwards for other people and gets very little in return. That's just how it's been my entire life. I'm a giver. I'm nice. I'm a people pleaser. I like to make people happy, and unfortunately, I end up in situations like that as well.
The mind control game.
Stupid goat.
Kelly, your kid does not need to eat. You are correct, and thank you so much.
The facial tics. I'm telling you, it's weird. Might want to go to a doctor for that, Natasha. That's not normal. That is not normal. Normal people don't do that.
I don't know what a Bitcoin is unless you want me to bite some change, but...
And she would.
I reckon, as long as it ain't gonna make me break my tooth.
Obsession with teeth, I'm telling you.
Thank you, Debbie. Thank you. Oh, reality. Absolutely. You don't need those clothes.
What the fuck?
I know what Bitcoin is. I was being facetious.
You mean sarcastic? I guess facetious would be okay, too.
And don't y'all know, Scarlett buys all her friends.
See, that's what I'm saying. It's stuff like that.
Nashville, food stamps on the 3rd. Yeah, baby. You know I need that food. Siren, a coupon.
And this works. It works every time for her. Wait, what the fuck?
Nothing's happened.
Was that all I had? I guess it was. Okay, hold on. Okay. So, yeah. All right. I hope everybody was behaving. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's these jabs like that, and that was way before. And yeah, I hope she gives Scarlett. I mean, she's not gonna give her money back, but you know, I wish she did. And this is way before any falling out happened. She was making jabs like that constantly. I found a couple clips where she's made comments about Scarlett, and I don't know if Scarlett was in the chat or what, but they were really rude and mean comments, and I found them about other people as well. But I believe Remy, I'm not sure, and I don't want to like misquote, but I believe she donated to the legal fund. But she super chatted her. I mean, she thought Natasha was her friend, and she likes, you know, she was trying to help her out and stuff. And this is how Natasha treats people. You know, and I think it's the other way around, Natasha. I think it's you that never likes other people. It's not the other way around. But of course, once they catch wind of that and they leave, you know, it can never be. She has control issues. It has to be her decision. Okay, Blue October says it was for, and Laurie say it was for the legal fund. Okay, that's what I thought. So if anybody has any grounds to have, like, you know, the right to have information about that, it would be Scarlett. Wait, did somebody? Let's see. Hold on. I haven't been looking at the chat because when I screen share, I'm watching the videos and not the other stuff. Yeah, the facial expressions. It's weird. It is very weird. I hope everybody was well behaved. I think people were. I have good people in here. I see names that I like. Yeah, and that's what I'm saying, Remy. And if the fact that she gets no answers is really horrible. I think anybody who donated to that, I don't know. I don't know if like there's any. I've heard people throw around that there's legal grounds for that, but I mean I don't know. I'm not familiar with that, but if there is legal like route that you can take about the fact that like you donated money to something that that stuff is that situation. I mean, I suggest people take it honestly. I'd be down with that. I don't know if there is or anything though. That's the thing. Hold on. Hopefully you guys can still hear me because I do want to. Where is it? Hold on. Okay, give me a second, guys. This thing is stupid. Why does it do this to me? No. Okay, hold on. I am gonna find. I wanted to play some of my old videos too, because some of them I was very proud of. Where the flying F nuggets is this? Wait, what? I don't have a playlist called Harry Potter World, or maybe I do. I don't know. I don't recall having one. Is it this one? Hold on. Dun, dun. Oh no, it's not that one. Okay. I think we could do this. Let's do this. Hold on, guys. Let's start with this one. No, what the? Oh, I suck at this. Okay, hold on. All right, let's do this. Okay. I am learning. Oh, okay. Oh, good. Okay, good. Oh, shit. Hopefully it wasn't echoing before. I hope I may remember to do that. I don't know. My brain isn't working right now. That's okay though. Okay. So this one is called Natasha Cooper is having a pity party and you're invited.
How would they feel if they woke up and everything that they had worked for 4 years was gone?
Worked for?
Every way, money, everything was gone. And then, while all that's happening, you get thrown off of another platform because of these same people lying. And then they're trying to get your child's channel taken down. They're going after every person that supports you. Hang on just a second, y'all.
Sad fishing.
And all of these people who wanted me gone, I'm still their content. The same ones who have taken credit for getting me off the platform or mass recording my channels.
Nobody's mass recording.
They still talk about me every day and night. Think I feel. I'm completely lost. I mean, I have to go on other people's panels to even be able to talk to anybody on YouTube.
Oh, poor baby.
People are like, oh, well, you still got Facebook. You're monetized there. But monetization on Facebook is nothing like YouTube. It's just not. You can pay literally cents. You can't do super chats. You can do stars. And they're a penny a piece. And the memberships, you can subscribe, but it's one price. There's not tiers of membership. You can't make anything on Facebook.
The only time that you see any emotion from her is when she's talking about money. That's the only time you hear any sort of real emotion from this woman. End of story, period. Actually, let's listen to this next one because this one has commentary and I don't want you guys to have to. Actually, you're going to have to suffer through that for both of these. So this is this is actually one of my most viewed videos, and this is probably a compilation of some of my best examples as to why this woman does not belong on, like, on this platform, and why YouTube, after going through her content, was probably like, yeah, this is a no. We don't want this here. Because that's what YouTube will do, is they'll go through your content, and the fact, yeah, it's not because people are mass. You think people don't mass report Granny's Watching and like a bunch of other channels on here, and they all still have their original channels. You're the only one that doesn't, and that's for a reason. So let's go through. I'm sorry, there's some commentary in here too, but whatever.
Oh, you stupid, ugly bitch!
Wait.
Well, hello, my lovely Hive, and welcome to my newest video.
Wait, what the fuck?
So, as we all may have noticed,
Come on, there we go.
From another platform, even if it's temporary. And these are some of the reasons as to why. So before you come over and point the finger at everybody else, let's take a look at some of Natasha's behavior that contributed to her not being on YouTube anymore.
Bitch, whore, whatever I want to call her, because that would be my opinion and my freedom of speech, correct? Yeah. So your bitch whore, I think now I like that even better, both words together. Who would like to come up and help me critique Lycan's penis?
I'm gonna get demonetized.
That's what we're about to show.
For this video.
See? I've said repeatedly that you need a dick, not a glitter one. I said you need a dick.
Again, sexual harassment.
I'm gonna fast forward through this part just because YouTube doesn't like it. It's okay. This video is gonna be demonetized anyways. I don't care.
Me and are really upsetting.
I don't make any money doing that.
Videos. The first one is
this one I'm gonna hold on. Wait a second. Let's go through that one. I'm trying to. If I could avoid not having this get demonetized, that would be great. But
I'm always gonna win. Always. You think you got an ally in old Red Kim? Hell, she can't keep from being strangled.
How is that appropriate or funny?
What do you think she's gonna do? Save you with Crafton's hands around her neck? Apparently she likes it. Tree trunk neck over here, Red Kim. Should call her Red Oak Kim. They want to talk about my neck, bitch, please. You got 3. I don't know how Crafton got his arms around her to choke her ass out.
That's just 2
any
examples.
Information that anybody has about any of the people who target and harass me on a daily basis, please, 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 please email me at the address rolling across the screen.
Next, I just want to show you guys some examples of the markups she's doing on the makeup she's selling. I was able to find some of these items on the Ipsy flash sale website and wanted to give you guys some examples of how she is selling, items that she paid much less for a higher markup, because I believe people need to know. So here's some examples of that.
Oh, awesome, Lola. This is really pretty. Why don't I have one of these? Thank you, Hannah. I'm always harshing on that one.
I'm pretty sure you did have one of those in the I didn't wear a palette for mine. Just so you like that, I think.
This is not a palette for your eyes. It's for your face. What number?
I know other people have done better videos about this, but this is still interesting.
Thank you, always sparkling. Okay, so I'm going to do these for 20, and that's number 349, and I have 3 of them. $349, $20.
So the whole bundle, and a lot of these other items were being sold as well, but there's that palette there. She also sold that other palette and that brush set. So it's $50 for the entire bundle, and she's selling each item for $20 or $22 a pop. How is that? I mean, it's more the principle behind it that's really not okay. If people want to spend their money on that, that's great. But I think the consumer deserves to know that they're paying a very huge markup for it. And there's another example here. That's ugly.
143, and it is $30.
So there's another example. So this entire thing, and she sold, I think she sold this entire thing, but it was by the palette that I realized what was going on. But the whole bundle, you get all 3 items for $25, and she's selling the palette for more than she paid for all 3 items. And I think that's all I do with that. Yes, it is. So what's my next video? Yes, let's do this one.
Hey, what's up? This is
We
BeePlus,
don't need to do
aka Emma.
that.
Take a minute.
I was experimenting with some new stuff. And hold on. Where's the good part? Yes.
To redo my wonderful Hive, join me on this wonderful quote-unquote field trip over to Twitter, YouTube, and beyond as we explore the horribleness that is Natasha Cooper and our good friend Dorothy. All right, let's get into it. And yes, I am in a fabulous mood. Fabulous.
They just think it's a channel. You could build a new one. Who cares? It's a
She's
YouTube
over there
channel.
crying
Right.
because her channel's gone down. A channel that she's only had monetized for a month.
Well, she said I work so hard. We don't. I'm sorry. We sit here and we talk. That's not working so hard.
I agree.
What research have you done?
I don't think it's hard to build, especially the true crime channel. 4 freaking years, and to have every bit of that taken away because people don't like you.
Right. Well, she said I work so hard. We don't. I'm sorry. We sit here and we talk. That's not working so hard.
I worked so freaking hard. I know I had a really bad night last night. I didn't feel good, and I was just down and out about my channels and the lack of income, and
Yeah.
It's just it sucks not being able to rely on channel memberships and knowing that you're going to have that much guaranteed money every month.
Are you going to not set up memberships? Or what are you doing?
I'm not setting them up on this new channel. There's no sense in it. If it gets taken down, I mean, it's just a pain in the ass for the members.
She
There's
can't.
No sense in having them sign up for a membership is just going to be paused again like the other channels.
Why do you think it might make it take it down?
Well, every other one that I've done has. And they're steady mass reporting.
Nope.
I just sent in 13 more screenshots to YouTube, legal, of people saying they're mass reporting. 13 more.
So I went over
YouTube
on Twitter
doesn't care.
and I
This
took
is
a
great.
look at some of the examples of proof of mass reporting and harassment that Natasha is having her subscribers tweet to Team YouTube. And guys, I'm going to let you know right now, and I say this with like the most respect as I possibly can. This is absolutely ridiculous. Guys, first of all, it is completely within a subscriber's right to report a channel that is ban evading and still breaking terms of service, which Natasha Cooper is doing. So, okay, next. And the examples that they have of harassment are just the stupidest things I've ever seen in my life. Do you really live in a world where the examples that you're using that are quote-unquote harassment and so horrible are anything different than what Natasha effing Cooper does on her channel day after day? Do you really live in that sort of delusional world? Oh, guys, I have spent the better part of a day telling people exactly what I think of their posts over on Twitter because I've had it. So I'm gonna show you guys. Are you guys ready? We're gonna have some fun. Buckle up, Buttercup. So as you can see for yourself, YouTube on Twitter replied to Natasha and told her that even if you are, flagged, a person will still look at it and determine whether or not you broke terms of service and to remove you. So then she responded to it, and then Team YouTube said, yes, we double checked, and you did in fact lose your channels because you broke terms of service. So yes, you have been terminated. So then she wrote some sob story underneath, and
I have that somewhere.
They said the same thing. Crafton and Kim, put that out into the public and was like, hey, look, Natasha's lying to you all. And then all of a sudden, she comes out of the woodwork and she comments underneath that, thank you so much for having a private conversation. So, because she doesn't want her subscribers to think that she's lied because it doesn't fit the narrative. And then, lo and behold, she deletes the whole thing. So, if anybody here is Team Natasha, she's lying to you. She knows why her channels aren't there. YouTube is sure as to what their reasons are for it. They have verified that it is not because of mass reporting. It is because of her breaking terms of service. She is not supposed to be here. She is not supposed to have a channel. She is breaking terms of service, and people have every right to report it.
They sent 2 certified letters to YouTube and have yet to get a return. We'll bring slip saying that it's not.
Well, Natasha, that's probably because A, you're a pissant channel and the bottom of the barrel and really don't make them any money at all. And secondly, you're not supposed to be here. Okay, imagine that. Moving on, next.
We were watching some of your show from last night and listening to you read those texts. I mean, they are concerning. I just want you to move forward within the best interest of you and your family's safety.
I just want my channel back and people to leave me the fuck alone.
Wait.
That's all she cares
Did you guys
about.
hear that too? So Dorothy says that she's truly concerned about the safety of Natasha's family. And Natasha says, all I care about is my channel and getting it back. No concern for her family
And then you have
whatsoever.
underneath. making up lies about you, saying misstatements.
I think I've played these before. Yeah, I have. Okay, hold on. Is this oh, yes. These are some of my early videos, guys, and I just wanted to share them before my laptop dies, because I'm willing to bet a lot of people have not seen them.
Patterns. What do we know about patterns? She keeps saying, I have patterns. I have patterns. I have a pattern of this. I have a pattern of that. You know. So, we'll talk about some patterns. And yes, I am in a fabulous mood today. Fabulous.
Because these people from the Gypsy case have followed me.
Right, I know people hate this, the whole fact that I write novels and people can't read it because it's not on for long enough. So it says, tell me though, when there's an issue with every time you do a fundraiser, time after time, is that not a sign that something's not right? So this is from 2019, and back then people had an issue, and we're not the same people. I'm not from the Gypsy case. I would be willing to bet at least 80% of the people here are not from the Gypsy case. Had no part of her on Facebook whatsoever. So it's not even a valid argument to say that it's the same people. So she's had issues from the get-go. This isn't new. It's new to the audience she has now.
All of these other people to do the same people make threats on social media. These people call and make threats, and hundreds of people hear them. It's crazy. It is absolutely crazy. I've never seen anything like it. Ever. Legitimate proof that I had scammed somebody? I mean, seriously? These same people donated to the same thing these other people are saying I scammed. That's the sad part. You believe anything and everybody and know nothing. Nothing. Keep believing them. Keep believing them.
Everyone else is crazy.
What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing to help somebody? What are you doing to help somebody? Nothing. You're crazy. Jesus, I'm telling y'all. Now, it is the craziest mess I have ever in my life witnessed. Ever. And none of these people who talk badly about me, who spread things about me all over the internet, who try to excite these other people, you know, to hate me for whatever reason, none of them are perfect. And they sure ain't Jesus. Especially after today, when I was accused repeatedly, publicly, on social forums, of making a fraudulent crowdfunding campaign to raise money for a deceased girl's funeral. Now that, I'm done.
I've heard some really bad things about that. I've heard that was a big thing, and that was really, really bad. And yeah, there's a reason that there are like literally towns of people who don't like her. That's not normal. Normal people don't have literal towns of people that don't like them. So let's see if we can get through this before my laptop dies. That would be wonderful. If my laptop dies, though, I'm really sorry. It shouldn't. I hope we can get through this.
And I'm tired of being nice.
You were ever nice?
I mean, Jesus, take the wheel, y'all. They cannot stand that I have more people who support me and follow me than they do.
It's always jealous. Oh, there's the facial tics right there.
It's crazy.
It's the craziest mess.
Crazy. I've never seen anything like it. Ever. This is the absolute craziest bunch of shit.
So this is 2021.
Hundreds of people who hate me. Hundreds. And then I needed to understand that.
Most people don't have hundreds of people.
Hate me. What's funny is that these people
people are the ones that committed fraud. These people.
I hate that these people think.
They're the ones who committed fraud by donating to a fundraiser fraudulently just to report the fundraiser as fraud.
I don't remember what that was about.
And I have proof, both verbal.
She never shows proof
and
of any of that. Hold on. Wait, before my thing dies, I just want to see what's in here. Wait. Okay. Okay. All right. I don't want this to die while I'm sharing this because I want to end. Okay. We'll go into this later, I promise. But I just want to make sure my phone doesn't die before I can end the thing. And I hope everybody was on their best behavior because I don't look at the chat when I'm here. Yeah, these people, I effing hate the these people thing. I really do because it's not all. I've never reported her. I would be willing to bet that a lot of us creators haven't done any of these things. It's silly. It's not right. That's what you're right, Kim. You're right. I think that is what it was. I don't remember. It made sense to me at the time, but I'm glad it jogs your memory because that was my understanding of it as well. That was my understanding, and I don't think that anything that happened. Of course, she has to throw the blame off of anybody, it's always everybody else's fault. She's never done. She doesn't do anything wrong. Right. I'd be willing to bet that more than half the people in this chat have literally never done any of the things that Natasha Cooper says all the time. I actually don't see any people, very few people from this community of names I recognize going over and trolling her. Very few. I don't see people leaving negative comments on her shit, or at least when she had a channel. That was her people. I'm sure it happened, but I sure didn't see it. But yeah, I don't want my thing. I should have brought my charger into here, but it'll take me longer than I want to go and get my charger. But I will come on tomorrow and we'll go through the rest of that. But what I really wanted to drive home today more than anything was just explaining what I was upset about, because it had nothing to do. It is not anybody else. It is a me thing. Like I said, with the awards thing, that is a me thing. It's more what I've gotten in return afterwards, and that it is not about the hosts of that. I think they did a wonderful job, and it's all in good fun. That is 100% a me thing, but I know I've seen some people talking about it, so I just wanted to clarify that. I didn't want anybody to think I'm mad or anything. I did not have dinner yet, no. Although I do have pasta salad to eat, which is perfect for, a really hot day. And this is the only room in the house with air conditioning in it, so I've kind of commandeered it for the time being. Because, yeah, nobody... I should sleep in here because it's not like the person who's supposed to sleeps in here. Oh, no, they sleep in the basement where it's cool, too. But I should. I don't care if there's a twin bed in here. I'll sleep in here. But yeah, I know, Rhoda Gal, but I'm going to anyways because there are some people that I didn't want to hurt their feelings, or anything like that. But yeah, my feelings were hurt by the comments I received afterwards because yeah, that's hurtful. And I know now that I said that I'm gonna get an influx of more people saying it, and that's fine. But it is what it is. But yeah, I just wanted to stop by and spend some time with you guys tonight because I like you guys very, very much. I hope everybody hit that like button because that is an easy and free way that you can get my videos out into the algorithm and help me out. So yes, if you want to hit that like button, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, I have some big plans in the works. It's just lately I don't know what's been going on lately. I've had some issues with the class I'm taking at school because it's a pain in the butt. The professor is something. I'm not going to talk about it because I have this fear that he watches this. But thank you, Loki's mom. I really appreciate your saying that, and I appreciate all the supportive stuff in here. It means a lot to me, and it just validates the fact that stuff isn't real, and I shouldn't let it get to me because it does sometimes. It does. And, I can put on a stoic face and say it doesn't bother me all I want, but some of it does. What Dorothy has to say about me and that shit doesn't bother me. I could give two fucks about that. But it's more of the other stuff. Yeah, feelings matter. Exactly. Hey, Kathy. And I know I didn't say hello to Tilly May. I know I didn't say hello to you yet, and Christine. But my laptop is literally on death's door here. Let's see. Oh, actually, I have a couple. I have like 2 minutes. I have 24%. No, I can't read that. Thank you, Jill. And like I said, guys, it in my head, it's like this. I was adopted, so in my head, like feeling like I don't belong, it hits in a different way for me, because I've never felt like I belonged anywhere. And when people, yeah, so I know they're going to do it more, but like I said, I just want to plug this again because this was really interesting. If anybody's interested in getting this T-shirt, this came up in my targeted ads, and I was like, if I had any doubt that my phone is listening to me, here it is, because I've never Googled douche canoe. Why would I Google something like that? And I just speak it, and here it is, right there. So I know a lot of people are like, I really like that shirt. So it's available through whatever this company is. If anybody does buy that shirt, though, I want pictures. I want pictures because that's funny. It's got like a little lamb and like a little sheep. Oh, that's perfect. It's got like a little sheep, like the people that blindly follow. And whatever is riding that sheep, I'm not sure what that is. Do I have anything else fun to share here? I don't think so. You guys want to see something cool? I haven't shared this in a while. Do you want to see Baby B and when I looked ridiculous with a bowl cut? There it is. There's me at Halloween dressed up as a bee. And I don't know how old I was, but I had this awful bowl cut that my parents cursed me with for a large part of my life. But yeah, I wanted to share that because I thought that was funny. Yeah, but yes, let's see. The shirt is amazing, right? I know a couple people were looking at it and they were like, hey, I think I'm going to buy that. And I'm like, yes, you guys totally should. Oh, hi, Memphis Mama. Good to see you. Yes, I was adorable in some ways. Yeah, we all had the bowl cut. I certainly had the bowl cut until I was older than I'd like to be. And it's ruined a lot of pictures. But I found that at my parents' house. I was going through some old photos when because I go and feed their cats when they're away, and I was just going through stuff, and I was like, oh, I'm going to share this with people because this is cute. This is cute because I'm a bee, and contrary to what Pesky thinks, I don't identify as a bee. I don't believe that I'm a bee. And Dorothy, I am not bees. I am one singular bee. I do not have multiple personalities, and yeah, that's not a me thing. And yeah, I don't think Tick Turtlegum really thinks he's a turtle, nor do I think Kim and Crafton really think they're flying an airplane. But whatever you say. I thought that was funny. Yeah, Shug Life. Yeah, I should. That would be awesome. And I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you so much, guys. Like it means a lot to me because I genuinely enjoy doing this. I enjoy coming on here and talking. I enjoy coming on here and making these clip videos to share with people. Like it's fun for me. And I do other things too. I mean, this is just what's fun for me right now. I don't need to justify it. I mean, I play music too. I am going to come on here though, and Rody Gal can tell you, I sent her a very rough draft of the song that I'm doing. I'm doing a parody of, kind of like what Country Joe does, and it's actually the same song that Country Joe did. And Country Joe can actually sing much better than I can. And Country Joe wrote the verses better than I ever could. So I'm going to do a mashup of her version and my version. It's just a song I like that I actually know how to play. So it's not that great. I recorded more of it today though, Rody Gal. So I'm going to try and make it a thing of because Country Joe did an awesome job with that. Country Joe does a couple of those that are really, really good that I've heard. I haven't heard all of them, but the ones I've heard are really good. But yeah, I did my own little version of it because it was, you'll see. I can't sing though, so you guys will just appreciate my lyric writing skills, and potentially guitar. But yeah, don't judge my singing too much. Although Rody Gal got the version of me while I was on the treadmill. I was singing because I was trying to get the words out so I didn't forget it. But I'll post that soon. You're going to the strip club that is right near B. Oh, is there a strip club? Oh yeah. I know which one that was. Was that the one that has the name of a car, Rody Gal? Yes. There was a shooting that was not even 5 blocks from me, Rodigal, over, I'm not going to say where, but it was very close. And I remember I saw 10 more than 10 cop cars go by, and I'm like, that has to be something. So I Googled it, and that's in a nice neighborhood. So I don't know what was going on there. That was a little odd. That stuff usually doesn't happen on this side of the I'm right on the cusp of where it gets a little shady. But yes. Well, even Granny can sing better than I can. I, I think I think just about anybody can. I'm musically inclined. I can play like instruments, but I cannot sing to save my life. I actually ran out of breath, but I think that's more from being sick. My lungs aren't like what they used to be. That's a very real thing. I was out of breath trying to sing that, and that's not normal. I never used to get out of breath singing. But here we are. So, but yeah, I am going to go eat my food because Michelle will get angry if I don't. And I appreciate all of you guys very, very much. I'll probably be on tomorrow, probably around the same time. Maybe not, but I don't know. We'll see. Because usually, yeah, I have time tomorrow. I can come on here and we can chat some more, and I'll make sure my laptop is plugged in so we can avoid this. Because I could talk for hours. People know that, and I actually think, I know, Mimi. I'm sorry. My laptop is literally about to die. But I think we're gonna go over the Dorothy clips tomorrow. I've been sitting on some ones that I am very excited to share with people so people can see. People can see. And I have no issue talking about it. Because you want to say nasty things about other people, then you open yourself up. And that includes me, I guess. But, it is what it is, and I'm gonna get off of here before this dies, and I have to go on my phone and end it, which is a pain in the ass. But I hope everybody has a great night and stay safe on those YouTube streets. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. But I probably shouldn't say that because, well, you know what? No, I behave myself relatively well in here. But I'm gonna go eat my pasta salad and probably go watch Stranger Things. And tomorrow, guys, guess what? Tomorrow night, the first episode of American Horror Stories, the little mini series that's like a spinoff, that comes out tomorrow, I believe, on Hulu. So I'm a big fan of American Horror Story, so I will certainly be checking it out. I know there's a lot of horror buffs in here too. But yeah, have a great night, guys, and I will see you guys very soon.